We live in the building. What? Guess who's back? Blue Table Talk. I've been on a little hiatus, but you know, all things take a little time. So I've been a little busy or whatever, but I'm glad to be back. And I have some special guests with me. And well, we all know April is Autism Awareness Month for the world, but for us, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
It's every day.
Right, every day, 24/7, 300, yeah, 5 days.
Yeah.
In our world, but for the other people, we're coming down to the end of this Autism Awareness Month, and I wanted to close out with two very special guests, the self advocates. I'm gonna kind of let them introduce themselves because I don't want to mess their name up. But I want to welcome everybody back to the Blue Table Talk. My name is Tawana Collins Boo, and I'm so glad that you are joining me today for this special edition of Blue Table Talk in this Autism Awareness Month. So I'm gonna let my two special guests, first of all, introduce themselves to the audience because I do not want to mess up their name because their names are very important. Okay.
Hi, my name is Jada, but I also go by Jada Mercedes Thompson. I am an autistic activist. I'm also a singer, occasionally write poetry, and just an overall creative. I am currently a board member for Chicagoland Autism Connection and have been for the past 5 years. I'm also a Best Buddy Global Ambassador and a state ambassador for the state of Illinois. I've been involved with Best Buddies for almost 6 years. It'll actually be 6 years in May, and I'm really happy to be here.
Hello, everybody. My name is Victoria Jembe. I'm a self-autism advocate. I teach African drumming for people with disabilities, all disabilities. And basically, we celebrate Autism Acceptance Month. I'm also a performer. I basically play for an all-female group. Iodeli Drum and Dance is an all-female group in Chicago, Illinois, and I also perform with various artists. And basically, I use my gift of the djembe to help the autism community to find confidence within themselves, independence, and to build social skills. I truly strongly believe in that. Very grateful for this opportunity, and let's get to it.
All right. Thank you all for coming to the Blue Table. First of all, I want to congratulate both of you. I'm so proud of both of you. I mean, I'm seeing y'all everywhere out in these events. I'm so proud of y'all. I want to congratulate both of y'all. You were just on ABC 7, right?
Correct.
Okay, with your best buddies friendship walk.
Yes.
Okay, and what day was that?
That was actually yesterday.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I want to congratulate you for being on ABC 7. And then I want to congratulate Victoria also for being on Fox 32 Chicago.
Yeah,
And that was when?
that was actually Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, what? Both of these TV stars, both of y'all shining. I'm like, well, going right in back of each other. You on 7 and you on 5. So I want to congratulate y'all for doing what y'all do. But I want to ask Jada. You had said how long you was with the Best Buddies?
I've been with them for almost 6 years.
6 years. And how did you get into Best Buddies?
So I was actually looking for a job because I just graduated high school a couple years prior, and even though I was trying college, I realized I wasn't prepared for it. So my mom and I decided, okay, we could just take a break. We could try and get you into rehabilitation services, see if we could get you a jobs program that could help you find a job. And initially, I was trying to get into Best Buddies in 2017, but they weren't accepting people at the time. And of course, it took a little break by then. And then a year after, I ended up getting in, and when I got into the jobs program, I also learned they had an ambassadors program. So I was like, you know what? Um, and by then, I already found my job at the time at My Pizza, and I found out they had an ambassadors program. So I decided to sign up for that, not knowing that I was gonna be in this position that I'm in now. But I went to my first speaking training, my speech training, first speech training in September of 2018. And a few months later, I ended up getting my first speaking engagement at through my job at Mod Pizza at the headquarters in Seattle. And then from there, it just kept going and going. And now I'm just blessed to be in this position where I can actually, be able to share about the passions that I'm into and be able to advocate and speak out for people that are just like me so that way they could be heard.
Well, I'm glad you the global ambassador. And then you also you did like a TED talk or what do they call it?
Oh, yes. So it was an event that I spoke at last year called Tim Talk. It was in
Okay.
Arlington Heights by a person by the name of Tim. That project was a part of his Eagle Scout project, and he invited different educators, different people that work with disabled individuals, and I did kind of like a Tim Talk, TED Talk on how to advocate for yourself on social media.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember seeing that, so I thought I'd just bring that up, all the great things that you and Victoria is out here doing. And Victoria, I wanted to ask you, when did you start drumming?
Well, I started drumming over 10 years ago. Basically, after college, I basically went to Old Town School of Folk Music and studied West African drumming with my teacher Michael Taylor. And then from there, a year later, I got a uh, drum and dance group. And then I just basically studied with different other teachers and just try to get better at my craft and then go from there.
Okay. And then I think I seen that when you was on Fox that you said that drumming. So do you only drum for the autism community?
Well, I draw for everybody. So I
Okay.
draw for everybody. But I wanted to include the autism community because not it wasn't a lot of activities and programs for them, and I feel like that has to change immediately.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to put them first. So that's why I created a drum class for them so they could feel included and feel like they're being important and seen. But the drum class is for everybody that wants to learn. But we want if we talk about inclusion, we want to
Yeah.
include people that been lost. They don't have no friends or people to talk to and stuff like that. So the disability community is very important.
I'm sure. I know it is. That's the
Yeah,
community that we serve
yeah,
and that we in. That's where we
yeah,
live.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's great. When you first started the drumming, did you find that therapeutic?
Yes, I did. I
Okay.
found it very therapeutic, very healing, very spiritual for me. Especially go through my past trauma, just allow me just to able to express myself and just able to be myself and be who I am, and also build social skills and stuff and find friends through drumming as well.
Okay. It's because when I was hearing you doing the drumming, I'm like, this is kind of
Yeah,
therapeutic.
it
So I
is.
was like, I wanted to ask you,
Yeah,
was it therapeutic for you? Because
absolutely.
I'm sure that it could be therapeutic for everybody
Yeah.
that you serve and you
Right,
drum for.
right.
And we're gonna make sure that we get with you,
Yes.
AFU, so we can have a drumming
Let's
class.
do it.
We just gotta
Let's get it
get
done.
the right event
Yeah,
together, and
let's
we
do
would
it.
love for you to come out and drum for us at one of
Absolutely.
our events. So that's definitely gonna come.
Yeah.
So everybody want to know. So we didn't congratulate them. We didn't heard how great they are. We are so proud of them. But time to get into
Let's
it.
get to it.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
So Victoria and Jada are big time self advocates. This is what they do. They want to make sure that people in the world understand and include everything they got to do with autism and disability community. So, um, as parent, me as a parent, and a lot of other parents, I didn't notice. I didn't know a couple of years ago that the kind of symbol changed.
Yeah.
So I think I started noticing in 2021, but I'm not sure. So Jada, Victoria, would you tell me when did the symbol change and what do the symbol mean and why did it change?
Okay, so the symbol I think started to change around the pandemic. I noticed it around the pandemic. And the reason why it has changed, because unfortunately there is a certain well-known organization that has very popularized that particular symbol, kind of as a way to believe or assume that autism is a negative thing and it's something that's missing within us. So the mainstream autistic community decided kind of around during the pandemic that um, the newer symbol was well represented us way better because it represented our stories and it represented our lived experiences and it centered our lived experiences because yeah, autism is a spectrum and the reason why the spectrum, the infinity symbol is a rainbow is because autism isn't just linear. I mean, when you meet one autistic person, you meet one autistic person. So not every autistic person is the same. We may have similar behaviors. We may have similar ways that we cope, and we may stem differently. We may communicate differently, but we also come from different cultural and socio-economic backgrounds. So that symbol definitely resonates and represents autistic lived experiences, which is why they changed it to what it is
The
now.
infinity symbol.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's no longer um autism awareness month. It's autism acceptance month. And did that change when the infinity or when did that change?
Well, each state has their own. Like for example, Illinois, we just changed it like recently.
Okay.
So not all the states have acceptance months as of yet.
Okay.
But certain states that have acceptance months. Like I know Maryland, they have one acceptance month, and so in Illinois as well. But I feel like the Autism Awareness Month started in 1970.
Okay.
So that's 1970. This is 2024.
Okay.
We are already aware of autism and what it's about.
Okay.
Now it's 1 in 36.
Yeah.
People with autism. So now people are getting more aware of autism, and the resources are more greater than it was back then.
That's a fact.
So so now people are already aware of it. Now it's time for us to accept us for who we are and let us be ourselves. We always being conformed to what the world wants to be instead of just allow us to be ourselves and be true to who we are. We always trying to change, people with autism or disabilities or try to hold them back because they feel like they can't do something. And that's the wrong approach.
Okay.
The right approach is treat them like they regular adults and making sure they thrive and grow in life. That was it's all about. Stop putting your fears and insecurities in the way and let your child or adult thrive and get better. Because that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about training your child hey, I gotta make sure my child learn A, B, and C. Because life is short. You gotta keep pushing.
Life is definitely
you gotta
short.
keep pushing. You gotta keep pushing. So, when you place your fears and insecurities on your child, you're wasting too much time. So instead of just having fears and insecurity, just roll up your sleeve and find the resources that you need to help the child get better. It's not about the parent, it's about the child and the adult to get better.
So you think the awareness is saying that it's the fears you
No, I'm saying instead of the aware, people are more aware of autism now,
yeah,
than before.
That's true.
So
yeah.
we just
Okay.
trying to change that word
Okay.
awareness into now acceptance. So that's what we're saying.
Okay. So it's fine that people still use it.
I mean, they can use it. I mean, not like I said, not all the states
Have
changed
Okay.
it. So people, it's still awareness month according to the bigger picture. But
Okay.
in Illinois, if you live in Illinois, it's acceptance month.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have been seeing that.
Yeah.
So like I said, I noticed kind of like
Yeah.
last year in 2021, like the infinity symbol changed,
Right.
and then I noticed last month I was starting to see more autism acceptance month,
Right.
and then this year
Right.
I'm seeing both of them.
Right.
But you know, when we went to the state capitol,
Right.
you spoke about it,
Right.
and so that's why I want you to come and
Yes.
speak here about it and
Yes.
tell, wow, you know that the awareness was 1970.
Right.
We everybody should be aware. It's the acceptance month,
Right.
because it's time to accept,
Yeah.
and it's definitely time to include.
Yeah.
Inclusion is a must.
It's a must.
So I mean, because it's 2024, and
Right.
it's still that people don't know what autism means,
Right.
is, or and then you could tell them, or,
Right.
or they could see you, and then
Right.
you just go and you be like, can you tell me something about autism?
Right.
You know, we post about autism all the time. You all advocate, but
Right.
you'll be surprised that
people still don't know.
So many people don't
you
know.
still ask,
Yeah.
and then they'll be like, oh.
Right. But I mean, the thing is this: if you want to learn about something, you will learn about that.
Yeah.
So some people just don't. It's not their priority.
Well, I was just gonna say,
right.
I think personally that if it doesn't affect you,
you're not gonna worry about it.
Right. You're not gonna learn about it.
Right.
Until you are affected by it, that's when you want to learn about it.
Right. Exactly.
So that's with anything.
That's with anything. You know, that's the world we live in. You know, everybody's in a bubble. We're about them, and you can't fault them for that. But it's our job to continue to advocate, continue to spread awareness and acceptance month, and continue to do our part. We can only control what we can control.
Yeah.
So we can't worry about trying to please everybody. Stuff like that. All you do is try to stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Who you are, and all about growing. And that's what it's all about.
That's important.
Yeah.
I mean, you all are adults, so you all are free to be who you want to be,
exactly.
just like everybody else.
Exactly.
But we had just wanted to get some clarification, because as parents,
right.
we raised y'all,
right.
So we did the work to get y'all at this point. So we just
I feel like this: the parents, yes, but it's other people with autism where they have to think for themselves.
Okay.
Some parents they are ashamed, they deny, that they don't want to talk about autism. It's not something they want to talk about. My family, they're the type of family, especially living in an African family, they don't want to talk about autism like that. It's not really a conversation they really talk about. They feel ashamed, stuff like that. And I got to a point in my life where I wasn't gonna let your denial spoil my life. Because now it's not about you. It's a bigger picture now that is at stake.
Okay.
So now it's a bigger picture where you could be an inspiration to millions of people. So I don't have time for your denial and the fact that you don't want to talk about it and stuff like that. And then some parents, they want to find the resources, but it's not always there.
Yeah.
So you gave me a little insight.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that. I was thinking
I mean, some like you're very supportive of George and what he's doing, but not all parents are like that.
Okay.
So we can't assume that every parent.
Well, I think because I am.
Right,
I assume.
Right for you.
I assume
right.
That's the parents that I'm around are.
Right.
Yeah. So
that's
that's what I was assuming.
Yeah. So we can't assume that because you and your crew take good care of your child doesn't mean every autistic child or parent can have the same.
Okay.
Sometimes we have to find a community. I have to find a community.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? My parents is not technology savvy. They're not very educated. So I had to find that community for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't gonna depend on my parents or anybody to advocate. But I can advocate for myself now.
Well, you
so
know
that's what
I'm glad you did, and I'm glad that you clarified
Yeah.
that because this information I didn't know.
Right.
So I'm gonna applaud you again
Yeah, that's
for
right.
self advocating for yourself on that level
Yeah.
because you did a great job.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I was thinking the parents how we do.
I mean, that's for you, Tawana.
Right.
Collins Booth.
Yeah.
Thank
you because I'm like, oh wow.
Right.
So the parents did all of this and then this flipping it on us. So that's what I was coming in thinking. But so now that I got clarification on what was going on with you, again, I'm proud of you and I'm glad that you stop advocating for yourself and you out there drumming for the world to see you.
Yeah, that's it.
So we just wanted to get it clarified. And so is there anything else that you want to clarify or let be known about the changes or anything that to educate us that we don't know about besides the infinity symbol?
Right.
And is it anything else?
Well, I would say if it's change, be accepted to it. Stop questioning it.
Yeah.
Because you have some parents that say, "Oh, why is this? Why are we changing it? Why is that?" Well, just be understanding and know that this puzzle piece is outdated.
Okay.
We've been using that puzzle piece for way too long.
So you only just don't like the puzzle piece because it's outdated.
It's outdated.
Okay.
It's very outdated.
Okay.
It's time for a change. It's time for a new.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
So I need an infinity sign.
Yeah, you gotta change that quickly. Yeah. Because you got some parents that say, "Oh, well, I've been wearing this puzzle piece for a long time."
I told you that.
Yeah,
I told you that.
Which is fine, but it's at some point, just like life. Do you want to be stagnant and stay in one place, or you want to grow and prosper? That's what I'm saying. So,
but this is what we know,
right? See now, but now you know that.
But I do both.
Right.
Okay, so I know that it's the affinity sign now, but I kind of spent some money.
Yeah.
So is and then all these years, George is almost 24 years old now. Right. So all these things that I have, I still have to weigh them.
Yeah, and you also just got to give like parents and people time to grow because there are also still autistic individuals that still use the puzzle piece because that's all they grew up with.
Right.
Yeah. It took me a little while to officially embrace the infinity symbol because I grew up on the puzzle piece and I just started kind of embracing it about a couple of years ago. So you got to really give people time to actually adjust the change because what they grew up with is completely different. And you got to kind of like, especially like for us, like, us autistic individuals, we struggle with change a lot. And it takes us a very long time to fully transition into it. And I feel like that same grace that, we want people to give us, I feel like we should definitely give it to them.
Yeah. I totally agree with that.
Well, thank you.
I totally agree with that. It took me a while to be social. I wasn't always social. Like I said,
I can't believe that.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about growth. So that was all about.
So we just wanted to educate and get it clear from the self-advocates out there on the front line, self-advocating for yourself. Right. So I'm going to bring y'all on the blue table and tell everybody when the change happened. And so they said they're going to give us a little time to get used to the infinity symbol and all the things. So I got a little time to change my puzzle pieces. I got to get up a couple of more dollars so I can change all of my stuff to the infinity sign. So the next time they come, get a little change, then it might be different. But I'm just joking. But I just wanted you all to, come and self-advocate again because we are so proud of y'all. Y'all so intelligent, both y'all, well-spoken, educated. So we proud of y'all out here on the front line. So we just wanted to, let you first know that we proud of y'all, but also that we parents and that, we just stuck in our ways. You know how that could be.
Yeah.
So just allow us grace, with us stuck in there. And you all said you all do allow us grace.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
just allow us grace, and then we'll eventually move on
Yeah.
over
It's all
to
about
everything.
it's all about growth.
Yeah.
What as long as we growing,
But just
that's
know
it.
that we all in this together.
That's it.
And that's the main thing with the fact. But before we leave, I'm gonna just say a couple of things. But on the end though, I'm gonna let Victoria do her drumming, because if other news people could get the drumming,
Okay.
I know Blue Table Talk could get some drumming now.
Okay.
Come on now, Victoria. Yeah. Thank you so much. I want to thank y'all for Table Talk. I want to thank all of the organizations, All Families United, my organization. I want to thank CAC, Chicagoland Autism Connection. I want to thank the Answer Inc. I want to thank everybody for hiring George in his photo booth business this month. Y'all really been inclusive to us and the community this month. So we want to thank y'all for all the great events, all the resource fairs that you all had this month. And I want to thank George. He's my cameraman. George, come around real fast and just say hi to everybody.
Hello. How y'all
They
doing?
can't see you. Get down. Okay. So I want to thank George for being the cameraman. I also want to thank Brady, Dr. Brady, for always giving me the space to come and do Blue Table Talk. So, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here. So I want to thank Brady's speech. And I always say that's the best therapist in the world. So today is easy. You don't even have to really come in the office, but come on in the office. But if you want to do it online, come on down to Brady's Speech, 773-493-4000. Give him a call and come today. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Blue Table Talk. We appreciate our guests. We're so proud of them again. And then the next time, well, they said they're going to give us a little time with the puzzle pieces. So until next time, we'll see y'all again. And maybe I have an infinity sign, maybe not. So, but we want to thank y'all for tuning in to Blue Table Talk. I love each and every one of y'all. And until next time, see you later. Bye.
See you, man. Appreciate y'all.